Hey there, welcome into today's Vinyasa flow. We're going to do an all over body flow focusing on our hips, legs, ankles, arms, core, a little bit of everything. As always, just take breaks when you need it, or intensify a pose or a transition however you would like, making this your own practice and just listening to your body, listening to your breath, and just following those teachers and flowing through this sequence here. So, all right, find a comfortable seat using any props you need today, maybe sitting on a block or a pillow or something to upright your spine. Just notice that you're in this position, whatever it is for you, and that you've made it to your mat. You're committing time to yourself. And even if this next amount of time together on our mat, even if it doesn't turn out the way you thought it would, you made it here. You set an intention to be here and you showed up, and that's the hardest part. So please take a moment and just acknowledge yourself here in this moment. And as you notice how you're arriving and acknowledging yourself for taking time to give back to yourself, just start to notice your breath. Watching your breath come into your body, watching it leave. Having a soft gaze in front of you or eyes closed, doesn't matter. Check in with your posture, bring your shoulders up and down your back, broadening across your chest, allowing yourself to take a deeper breath on your next inhale. Feel your breath go all the way into your hips, pausing your breath slightly at the top. And exhale, let it go. Feeling your shoulder blades, your sit bones anchor down. Inhale. Feel the expansion, the warmth coming into your body, and exhale, let it go. One more breath here before we start moving. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your chin towards your chest. Just rock your head side to side, gently starting to create movement in through your body. So you can keep your eyes closed or have them open. It doesn't matter. And next time your head is in towards center, you're going to pause there and then lift your head up. Bring your feet together, knees out wide. Baddha Konasana. Sit up tall, so a little bit harder, feet closer to your body, a little bit easier, feet further away. Sit up tall, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. So you can use your elbows to push down your legs any amount. You can also walk your arms forward if you want to fold forward a little bit more, or hands back behind you to support and lengthen through your spine. And then bring your torso upright, bring your knees together, bring your feet as wide as the mat. Now I'm facing sideways, but if you're facing the long ways of your mat towards the front of the mat, just bring your feet as wide as the mat here. Hands can be back behind you at first, and then we'll add on from here. So you're just going to take your knees over to the right, and then we're going to bring back to neutral and over to the left. So flossing in through our hip sockets here, side to side. You can bring your feet wider if that feels better for you. It's really a preference here as we move side to side. And then from here, you're going to continue as we are if you'd like. You're going to bring your hands up and maybe put them on your hips or have them out to the side or whatever feels good for you. A little bit harder option is to have them over your head. Oh, I'm sliding. Have your hands behind your head. Keep your torso upright. Come to center and then rotate. Come through center and rotate. So you should feel your chest broaden and your core wake up quite a bit. Squeeze your glute as you rotate. Come back through neutral. Let's do one more each side. Back through neutral and then up to the other side. Yeah. And back to neutral. Come onto your back for a bridge position. Continuing to warm up through our glutes and our hips. Hands by your sides, feet underneath your knees. Push into your heels, lift your hips up. Now push your heels into the mat, squeeze them in towards your body. You should be able to lift your toes, but push into the base of your big toes, and you'll feel you can lift your hips a little bit more. But take your navel to your spine so you could squeeze your glutes and get those working. Hold here, one more breath. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone a lot, roll down one vertebrae at a time, allowing your tailbone to be the last to come down. Back up into bridge, inhale, push into heels, lift hips up. And then from here, you're welcome to stay right as we are, or lift one heel and then the other, marching it out side to side. Remember, tuck your tailbone, navel to spine, so we're just using our glutes here. Breathing. Keep going, marching in and out. 2 more, one on each side. And then find neutral, heels down, tuck tailbone, roll down one vertebrae at a time. From here, bring your feet up into 90 degrees, legs up the wall. We're going to drop our left leg down, lift our shoulders up and reach over to the right. And then switch, reach over to the left. Switch. So you can do this with bent knees too. You can also tap foot down if you'd like. Totally fine. But if you can, straight legs. Extend through your heels. Exhale. Exhale as you twist. We have 3, 2, and last one. And knees into your chest. Whew. Catch your breath, feet underneath your knees, hands by your sides, push into your heels, lift your hips. Back to bridge here. We're going to do a figure 4 bridge. So start to toe heel your left foot towards center. Lift your right leg up. Place your ankle onto your thigh. And then from there, you're going to push into your left heel. Lift your left glute up as you push your right knee down and lift your right hip up. Breathe. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, lift your left heel. Tuck your tailbone under. And gently release your hips down. Take your right foot, place it down to the mat. Push into your heels, inhale, lift hips. Second side. Right foot may feel good to toe heel in about 1 inch. And then you're going to lift your left foot, place left ankle onto right thigh. From there, push into right heel, lift right glute up. And then you're going to push left knee down as you lift left glute up. So squeeze both glutes, navel to spine, tuck tailbone. If you want a little bit more, lift right heel off the mat. And from there, lift hips a little higher. Your body should be shaking. That's really good. One more breath. And gently release hips down. Bring your left foot down to the mat. Knees into your chest. Rock and roll here. Rock and rolling side to side. We have one more little movement in through our hips to warm ourselves up. And then we'll get moving into our sun salutations. So you're going to face towards the front of the mat. I'm going to face sideways so you can see where I'm headed. We're going to sit back in Virasana, hero's pose. From here, we're going to take our right hand, we're going to take it out to the right, extend left leg out to the left, and then reach right arm overhead. Come back to hero's pose. Second side, left arm out to the left, right leg out to the right, extend left arm overhead. And down. Here we go, side to side, modified side plank, lift, lower, modified side plank, lift, lower. Continue here. You can continue just as we are. This next time I'm going to offer lifting your left leg up and keeping it lifted and lower. You get a lot more work into your glutes. Lifted, flex your foot, extend through your heel, try to take all the bend out of the lifted leg. Keep going. We're lifting or elevating our heart rate on purpose to warm up our body. Extend and come in. Extend and in. Here we go. Find your position here, reaching over to the right side. Bring elbow to knee and reach out. Elbow to knee, reach out. 3 more. 4, last one, tap, and then come back down, hero's pose, over to the left. Extend right leg out, lift arm up, and then elbow to knee. We have 5 total. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to hero's pose, and then find your way to downward facing dog. Let's turn this way. So tucking our toes over under, spreading our fingers wide, hands are shoulder distance apart, feet are about hip distance apart, bending into your knees, maybe windshield wipering side to side, stretching through the outer hips, or maybe bending into one knee and then the other. Doesn't matter, just make some movements. And find a neutral position. Push into the base of your index finger. Rotate your biceps towards your ears. So you're going to rotate them forward towards the front of the mat. And then you're going to bend your knees a lot. Find length in your spine where you're hinging at your hips and your spine is nice and long. From there, push into the base of your index finger. Hold that alignment in through your upper body and then start to straighten your legs a little bit. Keeping the length in our spine is most important here. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, push your hips back, walk to the front of the mat. So baby steps or big steps, doesn't matter. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold it in. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Tuck your chin under, create length in the back of your neck, and then hinge your weight forward into your toes. Internally rotate your thighs, so inner thighs rotate back. Next, exhale, fold in. 1 more just like that. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold it in. Root down into your feet, rise up to standing. Arms sweep wide and high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Samastitihi equals standing. Feel your feet on the ground. Arms can be by your sides or hands at your heart. Extend the crown of your head up as you root your feet down. Engage through your core, bringing navel to spine. Engage your quads so your kneecaps lift. And then shoulder blades up and down your back. Breath in. Breath out. Surya Namaskar C, 2 rounds. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant down, right foot steps back to the mat, right knee comes down. We're doing a very modified version of Surya Namaskar C. Okay, from here, right hand stays on the mat. We're just gonna take our left arm to the inside of our left leg and then drop your elbow down towards the ground. From there, inhale, open, left arm up towards the sky for the twist. And then exhale, both hands down, straighten your front leg. Doing world's greatest stretch here. And then plant your foot down, inhale, arms reach up. Bring your left hand to your left hip, reach your right arm up, and then twist to the twist to the left a little bit. Pushing your right foot into the mat. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck your right toes under, step left foot back, plank pose. Find plank and pause. Straighten through your legs, lift the back of your kneecaps up, hinge forward, knees down to the mat, slow lower all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Baby cobra, push into the tops of your feet, squeeze elbows in, pull chest forward. Maybe slight tuck of your chin. And gently lower down. Tuck your toes under, push into your knees, or maybe you'll lift your knees off the mat, hands underneath your shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, push into the base of your index fingers, push up. We're coming to plank, and now downward facing dog. From downward dog, right foot steps forward to the front of the mat. Bring left knee down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. I realize I did this wrong. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Bring your right arm to the inside of your right leg, and then bring right elbow down towards the ground. Pretty much down towards your ankle. And then inhale, right arm reaches up for the twist. Exhale, right hand down, straighten through left leg, straight through right leg, flex right foot. And then hinge forward, right foot comes down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, right hand to right hip. Keep left arm reaching up and then just rotate to the right. Gently release, inhale, Anjane. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck left toes under, lift left knee, step forward, fold to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Root down, rise up. And then exhale, goal push your arms, lift your chest, push your hips forward, engage glutes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant down, right. Left foot steps back this time, right foot stays forward, back knee stays lifted. Take your right elbow to the inside of your right thigh. Elbow comes down towards your ankle, and then inhale, rotate. Straighten through your left leg, push through your left heel, and then exhale, straighten. Bring your right hand down, straighten through your front leg. Hinge forward crescent. And then right hand to right hip. You could bend left knee, reach left fingertips up and rotate over to the right. Breathe here. And then both hands come down to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Lower down, halfway chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend of choice. Exhale, chaturanga if you choose. Inhale, push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot comes to the front of the mat. Bring left arm to the inside of left leg, left elbow goes towards left ankle. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, left hand down, straighten left leg, sit hips back. Hinge forward, inhale into crescent. Left hand to left hip, and then reach right arm up and rotate to the left. Feeling the stretch on the right hip flexor here. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's come into crescent first. Whoa! And then exhale. Hands down to the mat. Step right foot to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Root down into your feet. Let's rise up. Arms sweep wide and high. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, chair pose. Stay facing forward. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to do chair pose into a crunch. So feet are going to be about hip distance apart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Inhale, stand. Exhale, rotate. Left elbow to right knee and rise. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, left elbow to right elbow, left knee, and up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise, elbow to knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So find your breath, find your rhythm. So we're twisting on our exhales. I'm going to use the exhales to help us twist. Whoa! Last one. Let's do a last chair, and then bring your hands down by your sides. Hands to your hips. You're going to slide your left foot back, rotate left heel in, finding a warrior one position. So back foot is 45 degrees. Right foot is facing forward. Shoulders face forward. Arms reach up. Bring your shoulders back about an inch so you can feel weight in your back leg and really straighten that back leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Clasp your hands. Inhale, broaden across your chest. Open here. Bend into your front knee and look up if that's okay. Gently release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot is parallel. Front foot reaches forward. Take your hips, make sure your left hip is pushing down. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga if you choose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, look forward. Deep breath out, make your way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Root down into your feet, rise up. Then exhale, hands to your heart. From here, keep your left foot where it is, slide your right foot back. Rotate right heel down. Finding 45-degree in back foot. Front foot facing forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take your shoulders back. Straighten through your back leg. Find your breath. Stay here or exhale, hands behind your back. Awkward clasp with your hands. Inhale, open your chest. And hold here. Push your right hip forward. Bend into your left knee. Gently release. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Looking over your front middle finger. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Bend into your left knee a little bit more. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill your hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. And exhale, chaturanga if you choose. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Skin to our legs a little bit more. Inhale, right leg up and back. Flex your foot. Exhale, keep your right leg lifted. Allow your left heel to come down to the mat a little bit more. Inhale, flex through your right leg, lift up a little higher. And then exhale, right knee to your chest, hinge forward, step foot between your hands, rise up, crescent lunge. From here, inhale. Exhale, tap left knee down, lift up, inhale. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. Exhale, goddess squat. Toes out, heels in. Find your breath. Maybe sway side to side. Feel your legs warm up quite a bit. So we're getting into our ankles during this portion of class. So just be gentle with your balance and how you're moving in between postures. So we're turning to the back of the mat. So left toes face the back of the mat. Find warrior two. And then from there, crescent lunge. Woo! If your mat is slippery, be careful. From here, inhale. Exhale, tap knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, goddess. Hands to your heart. Tuck tailbone under, shoulders over your hips. Next exhale, warrior two. And then inhale, find crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, goddess pose. Lift right heel up off the mat. Arms out and up. Heel down, lift opposite heel, left heel up. Sit a little deeper. Tuck tailbone under a little harder. Bring heel down, lift toes face back, warrior two to the back. And then crescent lunge to the back. Whoa! Inhale. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. I think I did an extra tap. Inhale, rise. Warrior two. Straighten leg, goddess. Hold here. Reach arms up. Tuck tailbone, shoulders over hips. Lift both heels off the mat. Find your breath. And then heels down, warrior two. And then windmill, hands down to the mat. flowing to downward facing dog. Feeling your foundation and your dog pose. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Noticing your breath here in this position. Next, inhale, glide forward into plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift right leg up and back. Exhale, hinge forward into plank, or I should say one-legged plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Three-legged dog. Keep right leg lifted. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, hinge forward. Straighten through both legs. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, hinge forward. Chaturanga push-up. Lower down halfway. Push back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep right leg lifted. Deep breath in here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Excuse me. Knee to nose. I don't know what I was thinking. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right shoulder if you can. Inhale, three-legged dog. Hold here. Down dog push-ups. So you're gonna lower your head towards your thumbs and push up. You can bring your right leg down if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Trying to bring your elbows down towards the mat rather than out towards the sides. Do two more. Last one. Hold downward dog, lift right leg up a little higher. Left heel comes down to the mat a little bit more. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Hinge forward, step it through. Step your left foot forward a little bit. So you have about 3 feet in front of your heels. And you're going to have right toes facing forward and left toes in a 45 like warrior one. So from here, inhale, lengthen your spine. Then exhale, fold it. You can stay here if you want to open your chest a little bit. Clasp your hands behind your back. You can also do traditional reverse prayer pose, hands here. Or if you want to open your chest, clasp your hands broad across your chest and allow your hands to drape down towards the mat behind your head. Squeeze your hips in towards one another. Breathe in and out. If your hands are not already there, bring your hands down to the mat. And you're going to keep your left hand on the mat and lift your right arm up. So if you can, your left hand will be right underneath your shoulder. You can also have a block underneath your hand. You can also take it to the outside of your right foot, so the right side of your right foot, which is the traditional way of the full expression. Squeeze both hips in towards one another. Breathe here. And then bring your right hand to your right hip. Bend into your right foot. Bring your left hand about a foot in front of you underneath your left shoulder, and then lift your left leg behind you. And maybe you lift right arm up for revolved Ardha Chandrasana, Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. And then from here, you're going to bring right hand down to the mat, open left hip on top of right hip, and lift left arm up for Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe. Squeeze your right hip in. If you'd like, you can lift your bottom hand or grab your top foot. Both hands down to the mat. Close your hip off. Standing splits. Inhale. And then exhale. Take your left shin to the outside of your right heel. And then sit down. You should be in somewhat Matsyendrasana sort of position here. And from here, we're going to sit up tall. You're going to take your right hand behind your left behind your right hip. And you're going to take your left arm and hook it around your right leg. And we're rotating over to the right. Breathing here. Gently release. You're going to take your top leg and continue to stack it onto the bottom leg. So the goal would be to have knees stacking. I'm not there today. I'm like forcing it in there by lifting this hip. So that's the goal. We're working in that direction. Otherwise, you can be a little bit more open. You can put a blanket in between your legs just for a little bit more support. Sit up tall. Walk forward if that feels okay. If you want to do Go Mukhasana arms, you're going to take your right arm, pat yourself on the upper back. Because you made it to class, left arm sticks out to the left thumb down, rotate arm back around, and then you're going to grab onto your fingertips or your shirt or whatever you can. And then if you would like from there, fold forward. Gently release your arms if you had it. With your legs, we're going to come back up to standing splits. So you're going to keep right foot planted onto the mat. You're going to start to rotate onto your left shin and then lift up onto right leg and bring left foot down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Plant your hands down. Crow pose or malasana. If you're doing malasana, feet come out to the edge of the mat, heels in, toes out. Bring your elbows into your inner thighs and then push your knees out. Or if you want to go to crow pose, place your hands down onto the mat like you're preparing for plank or chaturanga. Fingers spread wide. You're going to bring your knees to your triceps as high as you can. You're going to hinge forward and then maybe, just maybe lifting one foot and then the other. And maybe both of them lift at some point. I haven't tried in a while. There we go. So finding what works for you before we go to the second side. If you're in Malasana and want to try something new, try rotating your feet forward so they're parallel. Kind of a fun little challenge. If you're in crow pose, make your way to Malasana. And everybody forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold it in. Plant your hands down to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's do your second side here. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, slide forward into plank with only one leg down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, slide forward, three-legged plank. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged plank. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, hinge forward, plank, chaturanga, push up. Push down, and lift up. Hinge back, three-legged dog. Hold here, bring left foot down if you need to, or keep your left leg lifted and do downward dog push-ups. Elbows come down, lift up. Squeeze your hips in towards one another and breathe here. Two more. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Left knee to the chest. Hinge forward, step right foot forward for pyramid pose. Toes turn out 45 degrees. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Bring your left hip back, right hip forward, and exhale, fold in. Find the same hand position, arm variation that you did on the other side. Maybe you did the reverse prayer or clasped hands. Squeezing hips in towards one another. Breathing here. Bringing your hands down to the mat if they're not already there. Coming into revolved revolved triangle. Right hand stays under your right shoulder, left hand to left hip. And once you feel ready, start to lift left arm up towards the sky. Maybe looking up towards your left fingertips. For the true or the full expression, you're going to take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Bring your left hip back, squeeze hips together, engage right glute. Start to bend into left leg. Bring left fingertips out in front of you underneath your left shoulder and lift right leg behind you. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe here. Lift right leg a little higher. Straighten left leg if you can. And from here, we're going to bring left hand down to the mat. Stack right hip on left and lift right arm up to the sky. Breathing here, finding the variation you did on the other side, either grabbing your top leg or lifting your bottom hand. Doesn't matter, just find what works for you today and know each side could be a little different than the other. Breathe. And then bring your right hand down to the mat, bend into both knees, bring right shin to the outside of the left calf. And sit down. Woo! From here, you're going to take your left hand by your left hip, and then you're going to rotate, taking your left knee into your right arm and rotating to the left. Just watching your breath here. And gently release, making our way to standing splits at the top of the mat. So left foot is planted. Start to come up onto right shin and then standing splits. Right foot down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Root down, rise up. Arms sweep wide and high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, dive forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, come to a seated position on your mat. Extend your legs forward. Making our way to archer's pose. It's not for everybody. We're gonna try it though. So you're gonna take actually let's do a forward fold first. Legs come out in front of you. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So you can take your peace fingers around your big toe, pull yourself forward, or grab your ankles or your thighs or whatever is an option for you today. Pull your chest towards your feet rather than your chest towards your knees. Sit bones point back behind you as you try to extend your heels forward. And then come up to a seated position. Bring your right foot in, just squeeze it in here. Hold it in. You're going to try to bring your foot as close to your hip as possible. You can hang out here holding onto your foot if you wanted to go for the bind. We're going to take our right arm to the inside of our right leg. You can stop here and hold onto your foot if you want and find the forward fold. That's a great option. Or you're going to take your right hand, thumb down, bring it back behind you towards your right hip. Left hand comes back behind you, grabs by the right hip too. Whoop, keep your foot in, sit up tall, and rotate to the left. Gently release the bind if you have it. Coming to seated pigeon, you can have your ankle on your thigh with your left leg straight. You can also bring your foot up and do the seated version as well. If you want to do the seated pigeon version that I'm going to share with you, you're going to grab your foot with both hands, and then you're either going to sit here like this, rotate your leg side to side, or if you can, you're going to take your right foot into the crease of your left elbow, and then your other arm will hold on to the knee portion, and then you can rotate right here if that feels okay. This will help us get into archer pose. I'll get it. All right. Okay, so archer's pose. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our peace fingers around our big toes and we're gonna hold on to both toes, although our left leg is gonna plant down and stay there, and we wanna root down into that leg so it'll help us to lift the right leg. Okay, from here, push down to left leg. You're gonna start to lift right leg up, bend the knee, lift it up and pull it back towards your body. Breathe. Extend back out if you need to. Take a break and then pull it right back in. What? And then extend back out and release. What? All right, left foot comes in. Bring it in. Grab it here. Hold it here. Remember, you don't have to do any of these postures or poses if you don't want to, but they're fun to try, especially when you fall out of them. That's my favorite part. Okay, you're either gonna hold here or you're gonna take your left shoulder to the inside of left leg, hang out here, fold forward, grab onto your toe again, or left hand, thumb down, rotates back and around towards your hip, and then right arm rotates around. And then you open your chest to the right. You can use your extended leg to help support you, and then bring your bent knee in towards your body. And gently release. Finding your variation of pigeon or seated pigeon, either in the seated position with the right knee bent or straight, or you can again grab your foot, or you can take the cradled version. I've heard it called baby pose or something, because you're rocking your baby. If it works for you. Sometimes it doesn't feel as good to do it this way, but if you can, give it a try. Feel into your hip. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like. And then from here, we're going to try archer's pose again. Remember, it's completely optional, but at least give it a try. Okay, grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Peace fingers are the two fingers you'd use for peace sign. Okay, so we're gonna anchor into our right leg this time. And we're gonna lift our left leg up and bend it towards our armpit for archer's pose. Breathe. It's like you're holding an arrow and you're about to shoot it. Extend leg out and lower down to the mat. Wow. Geez, feet together, knees out wide. Go ahead and fold forward over your legs here. Connect to your breath. We're going to floss through our hips one more time. So bring your feet as wide as the mat. Remember, you can keep your hands back behind you in a very supportive version of this. If you would like to follow me in the more active strength building portion, you're going to bring your hands behind your head. And then as you rotate, if you want to add this on, you'll lift your back, push your back knee down, lift your back foot up, and then come down, rotate to the other side, and lift back. So knee pushes down, heel lifts up. If that feels okay, if you want to, totally 100% optional. Just working into that internal rotation of our legs. Let's just do a couple more here. Whew. If you want to on this last round, let's just do one more each side. Lift the back leg and extend it back as far as you can. What? Brace your feet down, rotate other side. Lift your foot up, push it back. And then bring your hands down. We'll just rotate our knees over to the left, walk our hands all the way around behind us, allow our body to relax here. Back through center over to the right, hands circle around you, look behind you. And gently release. Make your way onto your back. We're just about done here. Feet underneath your knees, hands by your sides, push into your heels, lift your hips up. Find your bridge pose. Tuck your tailbone under. Bring your navel to your spine. Breathe here. again, tuck tailbone, lower all the way down to the mat. If you'd like to go into Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose, you're welcome to follow me. Otherwise, just do bridge again. So set up for bridge as normal, and then bring your hands by your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Push into your hands, tuck your tailbone under, lift your hips, lift your body up, squeeze arms in. Make sure your knees are squeezing in or in line with your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath here. And then gently tuck your chin in and bring the back of your head down to the mat. Allow your body to rest on the mat. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side. From here, you're going to take yourself over to your left side in the fetal position. Extend your arms out from your shoulders. Allow your head to rest down, and then from here, inhale. And exhale, take your top arm up towards the sky, towards the ceiling, and then back behind you, resting down onto the mat for a gentle twist. Make your way back to the fetal position on the right side, and then rotate yourself over to the left side. And then from there, inhale and exhale. Reach top arm up and over. You actually should be facing towards the left, your knees should be facing towards the right, just in case, or just do opposite side that you did on the other side. And deep breath in. Breath out. Your top of your back is resting on the mat. Body rotate back to the fetal, and then onto your back. Find a nice comfortable position. Bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side. And then either stay here or knees towards your armpits, feet towards the ceiling, finding happy baby, rocking side to side. And if it feels good, maybe straightening one leg and then the other. And maybe both. Just listening to what would be best for you. Finding any position that your body needs today before we go into our Shavasana. I'm going to come to a seated position, however you stay on your back. And start to make your way to your Shavasana. It could be a traditional position with your legs long, arms long by your sides. Or it could be anything, Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, knees out wide, or feet planted on the mat, knees tapping in towards center. Open the back of your hips. Just rest here in this position, taking the time to find the right position for you in this moment, not allowing our minds to tell us what we should or shouldn't do, just listening to what our bodies are telling us in this moment. Now I'm going to guide us through a gentle body scan, and then I'm going to let you be on your way, and please feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Let's start our body scan by just noticing our body resting on the mat. Notice your breath flowing in and out of your body. Next breath in, breathe into your toe tips, to your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your upper legs. Gentle pause at the top of your breath, and then exhale, relaxing, releasing any tension in through your legs, your thighs, your knees get heavy, your ankles and feet relax. Next breath in, breathe into your hips, into the glutes, into your belly, your lower back. Gentle pause of your breath at the top. And then exhale, relax, release any tension into your upper back, relaxing your core and your hips and your glutes. Take a breath in, noticing how your chest expands in all directions. Pausing your top once you get to the breath, or once you get to the top of your breath, pause. And exhale, let it go. Filling your whole chest, release back to neutral. Deep breath in, feel your fingertips, your toe tips, expanding in all directions. And exhale, relax and let it go. Deep breath into your hands and your wrists and your forearms, your elbows, upper arms and your shoulders. Pausing breath at the top and exhale, relaxing your arms, your elbows, your wrists. Deep breath in, feel your breath go in through your nose, down through your throat, into your lungs. Feeling the expansion through your chest, your shoulders, through your throat. Pause at the top and exhale, gently relax your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, maybe even your jaw can be relaxed a little bit more. Breath in. Feel the breath go all the way up to your crown of your head, down to your toe tips, to your fingertips. And exhale, relax, surrender, and let it go. Deep breath in, feel the breath go into your hips. Feel your whole body expand in 360 degrees. And open your mouth, exhale, feel your whole body relax and surrender. It's like jelly on your mat. Last breath together, breath in, feel your whole body expand. Feel the love flow through your body, every cell within your whole being. Gently pause your breath at the top and open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Enjoy your time in Shavasana. Stay as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining in today. Namaste.